Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Sana. Today we are going to discuss about the topic embryology. In the later part of this video, we also deal about the Islamic aspects of embryology also. So let's start today's topic. The topic embryology means the details of how or the process of how the baby is formed. In the beginning, every baby inside the mother looks almost same, whether the baby will become a boy or a baby is a girl is not visible yet. The baby has basic body parts forming early reproduction structures that can develop in either directions. Around 6 to 7 weeks of pregnancy, the baby genes and hormones guide the body to develop as male or female. If the baby is male, the baby has X and Y chromosomes in his body. A special signal from the Y chromosome tells body to develop as a boy. Then the testis begins to develop. Male hormones are produced, reproductive organs develop into penis, scrotum, and internal male organs. At the same time, the body removes the structures meant for female development. If the baby is female, the baby has two X chromosomes, that is XX chromosomes. Since there is no Y chromosome signal and the body naturally develops as female, then ovaries form, female reproductive organs develop like a uterus, fallopian tube, vagina, external female organs, etc. develops. The male type structures gradually disappears from the female baby. So the point is all babies start developing in a similar way inside the womb. Later, the chromosomes and the hormones guide the body to develop into a boy or a girl. A male development mainly happens because of specific hormones, and female development happens when those male hormones are absent. That is why early embryos look like similar at first. Now let's look into where the baby gets these chromosomes like XX and XY chromosomes, where the baby gets these from. A baby gets chromosomes from both the mother and father during fertilization. A human body or a humans usually have 46 chromosomes in each cell of human body. 23 chromosomes from mother and 23 chromosomes from father. One of these chromosome pairs is called sex chromosomes. For in a female, there is XX chromosomes, and in a male, there is XY chromosomes. Let's look into where these X and Y come from in a baby's body or baby development. In mother's egg, a mother always has X chromosomes. Because women usually have XX chromosomes. So every egg in a mother or every egg produced by a mother carries only X chromosomes. Now the father's sperm. If a father can give either X chromosome or Y chromosome, because men usually have XY chromosomes. Some sperms carry X chromosomes and some others carry Y chromosomes. Let's look into what happens during fertilization. If X sperm joins with X egg, that gives a XX baby, that is baby girl. If Y chromosome sperm combines with the X chromosome in egg, then we get a XY baby, that is a boy baby. So biologically, the father's sperm determines whether the baby is male or a female. Important point is this happens naturally and randomly. Neither parent consciously controls it. The mother always gives X chromosomes while the father gives either X or Y. That combination decides whether the baby becomes female, that is XX, or the male XY. So let's look into Islamic point of view in baby in the birth of a baby. In Islam, human development in womb is described as one of the sign of Allah's creation and power. The Quran and Hadith mentions the stages of creation in a simple way, understandable to people of all times. Some commonly referenced verses are Surah Al-Mu'minun 23 chapter verses from 12 to 14, or Surah Az-Zumar 39th chapter verse number 6, or Surah Al-Alaq 96th chapter verses 1 or 1 to 2. Let's look into the simple Islamic explanation of embryology. The creation begins from a drop. In the Quran, it describes that the beginning of human life from a small fluid. Meaning, in simple words, human life begins from union of father's sperm and mother's reproductive material. Second stage is attachment stage, that's mentioned in Quran. The Quran mentions a stage called alaqa, something that clings or attaches. This can be understood as embryo attaching to the wall of the uterus. Number 3 is lamb-like structure, that is called mudgha. Then it comes after the second stage, then it comes mudga, that is a chewed like a lump. At this stage, the embryo develops body segments and early structures. Number 4 is formation of bones and flesh. The Quran describes formation of bones covering with the flesh. This refers to the continued body and organ development. Now let's look into the male and female creation, Islam. The Quran mentions that Allah creates male and female, and Islam teaches that human being is developed in stages inside the mother's womb. The Quran describes these stages in simple language and showing greatness of Allah's creation. The Quran mentions human creation from gushing or splashing fluid in uh, Surah At-Tariq 86th chapter from 6 to 7. He was created from a fluid ejected or emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. And in Surah Al-Insan 76th chapter 2, second verse, indeed we created man from mixed drop of fluid in order to test him. In chapter 53, Surah An-Najm, verses 46, 45 and 46, it says that he created the two males, the male and female, from a sperm drop when it is emitted. That means in these verses it describes that in human creations the male division of male and female are done by or ejaculated. In these verses it describes that the ejaculated fluid is the reason for developing whether the baby is developing into male or female. That means if we describe it as in a modern concept, the man's fluid or man's ejaculated fluid is the basis for the man's ejaculated fluid or the sperm determines whether the baby is boy or a girl. So That's all about today's topic. We are stopping over here today. We will come back with another topic in the next video. Thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.